Fuck it, I'm here. Let's start 2 minutes early. Hi, babies. What is up? Here's the good news, everyone. Well, there's a lot of good news tonight, but here's one good news. I finally got my period, which means I'm not crying all the time. I say that, though. Hang on, let me fix the chat. I say that as I just got done crying very hard about this horrible case in Florida. My wife started watching this true crime documentary called The Perfect Neighbor. Highly recommend not watching it. It's like all body cam footage about this horrible woman, and it's really traumatic and sad and everything. But basically, yeah, you watch a woman get shot and die in front of her child in Florida. She is rotting in jail. She is rotting in jail for the rest of her life, which we love. But nope. I thought I was done crying for a month, but I guess not. I was just like racked with sobs. I want to make this chat just a little bit bigger because your girl is blind. How's everybody doing? Oh my God, horrible. Yeah, which I do not recommend it. I don't recommend it at all, I gotta say. Oh, Lord. But let's get to the real good news. We passed 9,000 subscribers. We passed 9,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, everybody who is here for the long haul. Oh, falafel. I had an amazing falafel wrap this weekend. Although I will say, I tried to get him to put grape leaves on the wrap, which is goated, like the stuffed grape leaves. And he was like, it's too big. I can't wrap it. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to get like a honkin' wrap full of stuff. It was like this big. I was like, girl, you absolutely could have thrown some grape leaves in there. You know what I mean? Just saw a clip and was like, sure, this girl is funnier than most. Oh, thank you, Luke. Thank you. I just almost gave you a fart. I'll give you a clap instead. So yeah, we are over 9,000, which means we have less than 1,000 to go until we open up for memberships, which I'm very excited about. We got lots of fun things ahead for that. I'll share more about that as we get closer. But thank you everyone for being patient for memberships. I had a plan in mind, right? To make sure that this is sustainable before I do all this work to make extra members content and build everything out and have this whole community. Because like, I don't know, for some reason, 10K just felt like a good threshold because I've tried to do creative stuff in the past where, you know, you kind of jump on the virality of your moment and you make a bunch of stuff and you print merch and all this shit. And it's like, oh, then nobody actually wants it and nobody actually cares, you know, and it kind of all fizzles out. So I wanted to make sure that we are growing sustainably and that we are scaling up, as they say, in a responsible way. So thank you, everybody. I'm excited that we're actually going to get there. I mean, my goal was to get there by the end of October. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're going to get pretty damn close. And I think something that is happening a lot, helping a lot, is the fact that I'm streaming almost every day of the GD week in October because it's spooky month and I love spooky stuff. So, is it playing? Oh no, my sounds aren't working. Oh, there we go. Okay. So all October, we are doing special spooky streams, and tonight is no exception to that. After our normal stream, which is actually like an extra stream because H3 got moved out till tomorrow, we're going to do about an hour of this fun stuff. And then right afterwards, we're going to be watching The House on Haunted Hill, the 1959 version, I believe it is, because it's in the public domain. So far this month, we've watched Night of the Living Dead. We watched a couple of silent film shorts of Frankenstein. And there was another one. Great, I can't remember anything anymore. But it's been really fun. What else did we watch? We did Night of the Living Dead. We did the silent film Frankenstein. I can probably look it up. Let me look it up. Just expecting you guys to know things. Yeah, the OG Vincent Price one. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So yeah, we'll have one more next week, and then spooky time will be over. But we'll come up with something fun for November as well. I'm just gonna check and see what else we've watched. All right, so yeah, the first week we did Night of the Living Dead, and then the first week we did like the silent movies, and then the last week we did Night of the Living Dead, and then tonight we're watching House on Haunted Hill. Tomorrow is Terrify Me Tuesdays, which is me playing games that scare me. If you want to see me screaming like a little baby, go watch me do Five Nights at Freddy's. But tomorrow we're going to play Slender Man, which I have never played before. And I'm scared. I would love to maybe have a movie night every once in a while. I'm loving these Monday nights. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, now that I know that there's like a whole library of public domain movies we can watch, we're gonna brush up on the classics. We are going to brush up on the classics. Wednesday is Weird Wednesdays, where I talk about something I think is cool or weird. So we're going to talk about the history of exorcisms, and I will do another fun makeup look. I've been pairing those two. I've done like a skeleton look and like a witchy look, so I got to come up with something good for the history of exorcisms. Maybe like devil makeup. Theme it up. And then Fridays, I read aloud from Frankenstein. We've done two chunks of it so far. I kind of pick the best bits, the juiciest bits, and read them. So yeah, it's gonna be another fun week. And then next week, yeah, we will have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe I'll do a read aloud on Friday, but it's Halloween. I'm gonna be with the niece and nephew, having a great time. So yeah, that's that. So yay, everybody! I'm having so much fun with the stuff for Halloween. This is my absolute favorite time of year. So thank you everyone for enjoying it. What are we even talking about tonight? So as you know, H3, the H3 show got put on hold until tomorrow. We got this slightly concerning message from Ethan earlier today. It says, "Hello friends, this weekend we had a family emergency that has been occupying all of our time. Everything appears to be okay now, but I'll need to move the Monday show to tomorrow, Tuesday. I've got a lot to talk about then, so hope to see you there." Oh, you might do the makeup along with me on Wednesday. Oh, that's awesome. I'll put up I usually put up the tutorial like the morning of. So, yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. So, yeah, it looks like something's going on, but it sounds like everything's okay. I hope everyone is okay. They probably need a nap. Yeah, I mean, if you know about family emergencies, they are not fun. I've got Teddy Glow. I'm just making sure there's nothing else. We'll talk about that in a bit. And then you just reshared the H3 Productions. I mean, the podcast's repost of it. So yeah, sending love, hoping everybody in the actual Klein family is doing okay. Or Ila's family, if they're the ones being affected. It's unclear, but just hoping everybody is okay. Let's talk about something really, really weird. Since we have no show to talk about tonight, I have just been collecting a bunch of like little picky things this week anyway. It's almost like I knew we were going to have a sort of an empty Monday night. So I have just a bunch of little news stories that have been stuck in my craw. First up, Kim Kardashian is putting out a line of Merkins. Do y'all know what a Merkin is? I feel like I didn't learn what a Merkin was until I got into watching Drag Race and learning about drag queens. Yeah, it's a pubic wig. It is a pubic wig. I don't know why she did this. I don't know what it's about, what kind of trolling is happening here. But I mean, we have prototypes. We have prototypes of pubic wigs. This one looks like it got like a flat iron. Very straight pubes. And then it looks like they got curlier and curlier. I can't really tell. So this is them. This is from Skims. I would expect this to be like an April Fool's Day thing. But no. What I don't understand... Okay. What I don't understand is why the... Oh, okay. I was going to say, why do the dark black pubes all have like the same skin tone? But I see there's like a deep brown here too. I don't understand the point of this, but like I said, it is real. It is a real thing that she's doing. I was like, is this supposed to be like for Halloween costumes? Because as many people have pointed out, like most people can just, grow pubes, right? But no, it is on the website, $32 to have fake hair on your front butt. I guess if you just want a full bush for one night. This is just, oh my God, I did not need the close-up. What the F? Or is that like grays in it? Or is that... This is like, look how straight this one is. Do y'all have straight pubes? I'm gonna need a pink to orange ombre one. I have lesbian pride flag hair. I mean, this one's kind of close. Clay ginger, brown curly, clay black, sienna blonde. This is just so strange. Head lice. I don't understand this, guys. Look at this one. Why would you need this? Imagine being on the wait list for this shit. Exactly. It's completely sold out from the wait list. Or maybe you just have to join the wait list. What happens? Okay. Yeah, so they don't have the sizes up because it's just the wait list. But like, what are we doing? Our most daring panty yet, handmade in a super sheer stretch mesh. This string thong features a mix of curly and straight faux hair in 12 different shade variations, complete with elastic side strap. Fits true to size. But why? Was the internet clamoring for this? It's for all the ladies who lasered off their pubes and now have FOMO. But, like, why do you have FOMO? Literally, I think it is faux. Yeah, it says faux. Straight faux hair. What if you have alopecia and are just curious? I guess. But, like, does this complement an outfit? Is this Kim saying, like, yeah, I lasered all my hair off, but now I'm deciding that bush is back? I don't understand. I don't understand the point of it. Stolen bush valor, exactly. That's maybe she got FOMO. Yeah, that's what my wife was saying. She's like, well, maybe for like people that lasered, but I don't know, man. If you laser, wouldn't you assume that they like don't like body hair? Can you laser your pubes and they don't grow back? Yeah, it's fucking painful though, but people do it. Not me. This is cultural appropriation from lesbians, let me tell you. This is so strange to me. As someone who has, and I'll be honest, who's someone who has rocked the natural look forever, watching all of these people I know, like all these straight girls go waxing and lasering and all of this shit, and like kind of being weirded out that I don't. And now we have like... This fashion is cyclical, guys. We're going back to the 70s. Alex is making din din. Is it hair pie? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, my culture is not your costume, Kim Kardashian. Oh my God. So yeah, this is just bizarre to me. And there were a couple funny reactions to this that I enjoyed. This one is my wife sent me yesterday or the day before, and it's fantastic. This is Latte Lenny on TikTok. And Latte Lenny says,
"Day to remind y'all that we got pussy hair at home. Just like food, you are a grown adult. You have pussy hair at home. You don't need to participate in capitalism to have pussy hair. You have it at home." That's it. That's all I have to say. Today seems like a great day to remind y'all that we got pussy hair at home. Just like food, you are a grown adult. You have pussy hair at home. You don't need to participate in capitalism.
Amen.
To have pussy hair, you have it at home.
That's the thing. It's like, are these people just wanting it for a night? And then I'm like, what are you wearing where this even shows? Who is this for? Ew, Alex, Jesus Christ. Oh God. This is just so strange. This is just so strange. Like, I feel like my mom and my sister and I had a conversation about this stuff. I think we're at the spa or something like that. And it must have been my sister. She was like ragging on me and my mom, who are more like au naturel. I think I need to get my sister one of these for Christmas. See, she's got me. God damn it, Kim Kardashian. She got me. Because now I want to get my sister a fucking merkin for Christmas. I mean, I guess I could just get her a merkin. And again, it's cultural appropriation from drag queens as well. Like, this is queer culture. Who it's for is what is confusing and slightly concerning to me. That's what I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to put myself in the mind frame of someone who would buy it. Like, I want my pubes to show through my skirt. I'm in a play version of, is it Basic Instinct? Like, I don't understand I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, it is. It's very easy to DIY. They also already have merkins. You don't need to buy a Kim Kardashian merkin. It's just very, very, very strange. Yeah, I don't know. But then again, Kim Kardashian always seems to be on like the razor's edge, like the cutting edge of trends. So like, are we just going to be seeing full bush at the beach next summer? Chemo patients can lose pubic hair. But this isn't, I don't know. To me, it does not feel like this would be, I don't know. Maybe some people are very, very like married to their pubic hair. And so if it fell out from chemo, they would be like, I need my hair back. But it feels very different from like a wig for your head. I can't really get my mind around someone feeling like they aren't themselves without a full bush. Like, I have a full bush. If I didn't have one, I don't think I would feel incomplete. I just don't care about shaving. But that's me. Maybe some people really love their bush. You think she was thinking about chemo patients? I don't know. Yeah, if I'm doing chemo, the last thing I'm thinking about is making sure I have a full bush. Listen, her main audience is straight women, right? Or maybe it's gay men. I mean, maybe gay men doing drag will buy these. I mean, that's probably true. But I feel like in the straight women community, correct me if I'm wrong, it is still pretty standard and expected for women to have like as little pubic hair as possible, right? Like the landing strip is not a thing anymore. Everyone's just getting waxed or like lasered to death, right? Which, no judgment, do what you want to do. But to me, chemo patients also need certain fibers to prevent irritation. Yeah, I'm not thinking these are chemo friendly, but who knows? It's probably to wear under a bikini for influencers. Okay, so it is possible that by next summer, we're just going to be seeing bush coming out the sides of a bikini, whether it's from Kim K or just a natural growth. I'm not surprised Kim K is going to be on the front lines of bush being mainstream again. Yeah, she just tends to be there, right? Or maybe she really does set the tone. Next summer, you mean me like, oh, 100%. What I was going to say initially was other people, like, I'm not going to get made fun of for having my bush out at the beach. Didn't she also do scarcity marketing since they sold out? I don't know. It says that there's a wish list or a wait list. Straight women, it's all lazier over here or laser? No offense to ladies, if a dude had a Speedo had that going on, equal ick. I like it. Like, I like hair there, so, like, it's fine. I did not get bullied in swim class for Kim to get this bag. Please, Kim, cut me in. No shit. So, yeah, maybe she's found a way, a magical Hollywood way to, like, oh my God, maybe she went to Turkey and got a fucking hair transplant. Oh, she getting that turkey bush. I'm sure KK had laser, and maybe she met a man that likes it. Yeah, she definitely strikes me as like a bald as a baby person. But maybe she's getting it back. I mean, people shave down their fucking teeth to little nubs to get veneers. Like, that stuff is irreversible. So getting a pube transplant totally seems within her wheelhouse. You know what I mean? Like, she's gotten, like, vampire facials. Like, she's gotten blood injected into her face. She's done all kinds of shit. I would not put it past her to find a way to grow back her fucking bush. And to somehow cash in on other women doing that. Does she still have a show? I mean, I'm sure on the next show they're going to show her in Turkey getting a fucking pube transplant. And then everyone's going to want to do it. Having a bush is great. When I think of Kim, I think she really knows what the masses need. Listen, I know you're joking, but it just keeps happening that she keeps setting trends. Her stupid big ass. That lace front merkin. They don't look great. But maybe they're better on. But see, then you're just curious and you want to get one to see what it's like. And you're like, oh, it's only $30. I should get one for my sister because she hates pubes and that would be really funny. But yeah, no, I'm just going to buy my sister a real Merkin for Christmas. Apparently she does have hers lasers off. Which, that is so funny you said that. Get up and work, because one of the reactions to this that I thought was the funniest is someone using that as a quote. What the fuck is this? This is not what I wanted. What the fuck? What is that? Let me see if I can find it. Because that is that maybe she took it down? Is that possible? Yeah, it feels like she took it down. Oh, what a bummer. It was like, what if you replaced work with full bush? And it's like, it's not, it's like no one wants to have a full bush anymore these days. Get your ass up and get a full bush. I think she took it down. That's such a bummer. Anyway, well, I guess we can continue on in a similar vein with a new segment I like to call, Are Straight Women Okay? I feel like the Merkin thing falls under that. But the more recent Are Straight Women Okay comes from a couple days ago with Kristen Bell. Have y'all seen this shit? I wonder if Nicholas DeOrio has a full bush. Jesus Christ. Have y'all seen this shit? Okay, so the actor Kristen Bell posted this to her Instagram to celebrate her 12th anniversary with her husband, actor and potential wife murderer Dax Shepard. So it says, and they have always been weird to me, but we'll get to that. Happy 12th wedding anniversary to the man who once said to me, I would never kill you. A lot of men have killed their wives at a certain point. Even though I'm heavily incentivized to kill you, I never would. Again, I ask, are straight women okay? Because if the person I was married to said this to me, you could not waterboard it out of me. You could draw and quarter me. You could tie me to 4 different horses, slap their asses, and send them off running in 4 different directions, ripping me limb from limb. And I still would not tell you that my spouse bragged about not killing me. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. Yeah, she got some heat in the comments. And people are not happy with this. We have, is this supposed to be funny? Oh, let me give you a little bit more of this. Okay, is this supposed to be funny? Domestic violence isn't a joke. Oh, wow, that's a very odd thing to say. Yikes. Crazy thing to joke about. Sincerely, someone who thankfully survived. Talk to a DV survivor or loved one of a DV who was murdered. Please think about the impact you're having. Howie in the comments. You should write for Hallmark. Jesus Christ, Howie. Not funny at all. What kind of man says that to his wife? Get out now. Kristen, girl, come on. Not us wondering if that's one of your daughters or if you are in fact that little. I mean, also that the way he's holding her is just creepy to me. Only because we'd never let him get away with it. Okay, yeah. So people are mixed on this. And I will say, I never thought that Dax Shepard might murder her someday, but now I do. Feels like he's Streisand affecting himself. Like, why is he heavily incentivized to kill her? But maybe the most interesting comment of all came from Dateline NBC. You know, the channel that does all the crime shows. They just said simply screenshotted. So they're saving it. They're saving it for a rainy day. My mom tells my dad no one would find his body. Life insurance, yeah. So Dateline is on notice. Dateline is locked in, paying attention. And I don't know, like this to me just goes to the whole thing that I see in a lot of straight relationships where they like pretend they hate each other, or like the joke of the whole thing is that they hate each other and want to kill each other. I think it's a very, very strange thing to make light of. I think it's very, very strange. It also doesn't help that apparently October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So really, really weird time to be sharing something like that. Very, very, very strange. And in all of the hubbub around this, I saw this quote, which I thought was really poignant. I thought it was a very good quote, and I wanted to share it. So this person, Tastefully Saucy on Twitter, said, and I don't know who they're quoting. I tried to look for the source of this quote, and it took me to like a Medium article, and so maybe it's that person. I couldn't tell because that article also put it in quotes but didn't cite the person who said it. Like, let's get better at citing our sources, people. All right, so she says, all men benefit from the actions of violent men. It keeps women in check. It allows men to perform the barest minimum, aka, hey, at least I'm not killing you, and still feel good about themselves. The existence of violent men grants good men awards for basic decency. And this was a retweet of, the death of woke is Kristen Bell thinking it was okay to post this to her 16 million followers, most of whom are women, I'm sure, during Domestic Abuse Awareness Month, when a girl or woman is killed by a man known to them every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes. And I also found that abusers tend to corroborate this idea that they benefit from violence. They benefit from being abusive, essentially. So I was just like Googling around about that quote, and I stumbled upon this article on the Battered Women's Support Services site where they actually got perpetrators of domestic violence to talk about the benefits of violence, like the net positives that were in putting their hands on their female partners. So let's see. Today on Prevention of Violence Against Women Week, we're shedding light on an insightful article by Chuck Derry titled Abusive Men Describe the Benefits of Violence. For many years, Chuck Derry facilitated court-mandated groups for men who batter. One night, he started the group by asking the men what they thought the benefits were of their violence. At first, they all looked around at each other notably, and said, there are no benefits. Of course, they're trying to make it seem like they know it's wrong, right? This did not surprise him, as men who batter routinely deny their actions as they deny their intents as well. So he said, well, there must be some benefits from the violence. Otherwise, why would you do it? They looked at each other again, and then one guy started admitting there were benefits, and then they all chimed in. Here is a list of benefits of violence that abusive men cited. She's scared and won't go out and spend money. Get your way, go out. Respect. She won't argue. Feeling superior. She's accountable to me in terms of being somewhere on time. I decide. Keeps the relationship going. She's too scared to leave. Get the money, get sex, total control and decision making, use money for drugs. Don't have to change for her. Power, decide where to go as a couple. Jesus Christ. Who to see, what to wear, control the children. If she's late, she won't be again. Intimidation, she's scared and can't confront me. Right, so if they do something wrong, they can get out of it just by being violent. Can convince her she's screwing up. She feels less worthy, so defers to my needs and wants. She will look up to me and accept my decisions without an argument. Decide her social life, what she wears, so you can keep your image by how she acts. She's to blame for the battering. She's an object. I get a robot babysitter, maid, sex, food. As soon as these men were given permission, it's like they started bragging to each other. Ego booster. She tells me I'm great when I hit her. Bragging rights. If she works, get her money. Get her to quit her job so she can take care of the house. Isolate her so friends can't confront me. Decide how money is spent. I'm breadwinner. Buy the toys I want. Take time for myself. Yeah, I just got to knock her out. She has to depend on me if I break her stuff. Get to know everything. She's a nursemaid. She comforts me. Supper on the table. Invite friends over without her knowing equals more work for her. No compromise equals more freedom for him. Don't have to listen to her complaints for not letting her know stuff. Again, it's all of this trying to get out of being held accountable for being dirtbags. She works for me. I don't have to help out. I don't have to hang out with her or the kids. Why do you marry someone? I don't understand why men who hate women so much get married. I don't get it. Why do you have kids? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Don't have to get up, take out garbage, watch kids, do dishes, get up at night with kids, do laundry, change diapers, clean the house. Wow, you can get it out of all of it by just knocking her lights out, huh? Bring kids to appointments or activities, mop floors, clean refrigerator, etc., etc. I answer to nobody. Do what you want when you want to. Get to ignore or deny your history of violence and other irresponsible behavior. Get to write history. Get to determine the future. Determine what values kids have. Who they play with, what school they go to, or getting to ignore the process. I get to get out of being part of my children's education by punching my wife. Dictating what they need. Dictate reality. Kids on my side against her. Kids do what I say. Mold kids and her so that they will help do what I should do. Keep kids quiet about abuse. So now it's about hitting your kids. Choose battles and what it will cost her. Proves your superiority. It doesn't. Win all the arguments. Don't have to listen to her wishes, complaints, anger, fears, etc. Make the rules, then break them when you want. So she won't get help against you for past beatings because she has no friends to support her and she is confused by my lies. Convince her she's nuts. Convince her she's unattractive. Convince her she's to blame. Convince her she's the problem. I can dump on her. Can use the kids to spy on mom. Kids won't tell mom what I did. Kids won't disagree with me. Again, this is why you should also hit your kids. I don't have to talk to her if I fucking punch her out. I'm king of the castle. You can make yourself scarce, have someone to unload on, have someone to bitch at. She won't call the police. Tell the kids that they don't have to listen to their mom. Get her to drop charges by hitting her. And the charges were probably because you hit her. Get her to support me to her family, my family, cops, judge, child welfare, prosecutors. So literally just threatening her life to get out of trouble with literally everyone. Get her to admit it's her fault. He then asked, why would you give up using violence? And they responded, get arrested, divorced, get protection orders taken out on you. Adult kids don't invite you to their weddings. Have to go to groups like this. These people are garbage. Nowhere in here is like, I don't want to hurt her, right? Because that's what they always say is like, I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't want to hurt you, right? But none of this is, I feel horrible after I do it. It's all fucking bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. This is the first time I fully comprehended the necessity of a consistent, coordinated community response through the criminal, civil, and family court systems, which can mete out safe and effective interventions that hold men who batter accountable while preserving the safety of women, girls, and the boys they abuse. It was on that day that I realized if I had to choose between providing batterer groups for men who batter or a consistently effective criminal and civil family court response, I would choose the criminal and civil family court response every time. There are just too many benefits gained from this behavior. Yeah. These men said all of this completely seriously. Here are the benefits, and to them, here are the drawbacks. Maybe I get arrested, but I can just beat her up until she doesn't call the cops anymore. Maybe we get divorced, but I just beat her up until she doesn't want to divorce me anymore. Maybe she gets a protection order against me, but if I threaten to kill her, she won't get one. The adult kids don't invite you to their weddings. That's like in the future. But nothing about her, right? Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Wait, what? What's happening? Snarking an innocent couple? What's happening? Oy vey. So, yeah, just like a weird flex. It's a weird joke. And if this is like your couple's sense of humor, that's one thing. But she has so many fans, so many women fans, right? And I think that that's irresponsible. And they've had like to me, they've had a very strange relationship. Like Kristen talked about the fact that they were doing therapy within the first 6 months of their relationship because she said they literally needed a tremendous amount of therapy to simply coexist. I need to ask women this, like, why do you want it to be that difficult? It doesn't have to be that difficult. You can be in love with a lot of people. They think you talking about DV during DV Awareness Month is straight snarking, when in reality it's more shedding light on how jokes between men can lead to them bragging about hitting their wives. Yeah, how is this snarking? That's very strange. Like, it doesn't have to be like this. Just because you have chemistry with someone, like, this relationship just sounds exhausting. It sounds exhausting. They talk all the time about, like, how they're both super stubborn and challenging each other. And it's like, if I had to choose one kind of relationship for all you people, it would be a very supportive, gentle relationship. Not one that is full of fighting and like challenging and needing therapy like so early. Like, I think therapy is a wonderful, beautiful thing. Individual, couples, whatever you need, right? But damn, the whole thing seems like a total struggle. It does not need to be that hard. That is right. Y'all can pretend you don't know what I mean, but if someone spoke about Ethan Klein as a jumping off point for a conversation about how to properly care for your kids, who's talking about kids? What are you talking about, bro? Chemistry doesn't equal compatibility. That's right. There's a triangle. I talk about this all the time with my friends. There is a triangle of relationships, of like, I would say like good, strong love. Compatibility, chemistry, and timing. Relationships that are hard have two of the three. If you have chemistry and timing, but you aren't compatible, you're fucking all the time and fighting all the time, right? About like where you want to be in life. If you have compatibility and timing, your relationship is probably fucking boring. because you're not attracted to each other in like an innate way. Like maybe you have the same life goals, you have the same things you want to do with each other, but it's more of a friendship, right? And that can work. But if you also want that like sexual chemistry in your long-term relationship, you're gonna suffer. And if you have chemistry and compatibility but wrong timing, that means one or both of you are in other relationships and you might end up cheating on your significant others, right? Like in any of those situations, it's a bad idea, in my opinion. It is a bad idea. Yeah, so think about the triangle. I mean, I have definitely been in all kinds of like 2/3 of a triangle situations. And thank you to the mods for dealing with whatever is happening. It seems like someone is making a lot of very far logical leaps and no one else is keeping up with that. I think it's also okay to change your taste over time, especially when you got into your relationship when you were young. Of course. Of course. Yeah, I don't know what that person is so mad about. They hate Ethan, right? Because I haven't even mentioned Ethan at all. I think there is a huge misunderstanding. Thank you, mods. Okay, cool. I like being the hypotenuse. So yeah, try to find a relationship with all three. It sounds like Kristen and Dax maybe have the chemistry and the timing, but their compatibility. I mean, if you're fighting all the time and you're both so stubborn, like y'all, it's hard to think you're compatible in any real way. Like, stay together if you want, but like, don't. I just feel like she has a very warped sense of what is appropriate. If she thought that sharing that was like funny or like a positive look at their relationship. I totally should kill you, but I won't. Barf. Barf. It's odd because they both pay for PR. Yeah, it's just all very, very strange. It's all very strange. So that's Kristen being weird on the internet. I feel like there's just been a couple times, because one of my friends is like a huge fan of Armchair Expert, which I cannot stand. I can't stand the show. And I feel like there have been a couple times where I've sent her stuff about Dax Shepard, and I'm like, this guy? This is the guy you listen to all the time? Interesting. Very interesting. All right, here's a fun one. And for this one, here's a fun little story. And for this, we do need to take things overseas. Hang on, I need to log in. I thought I already did this. Oh, can I do this? Yeah. All right, great. Okay, who's ready? It feels like where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Who is ready to go to France? Bienvenue tout le monde. Bonsoir, bonsoir. Tonight. No, we're not going east. Tonight, we are going to talk about some news that is taking Paris by storm. There has been, if you can believe it, a jewel heist in the year 2025. The Louvre, which is the biggest, most famous museum in France, maybe the world, was robbed in broad daylight this week. And we have the information from the New York Times. Turn down our French music just a little bit. Un petit peu. So, here's the tea. The search is on for the jewel thieves because they don't know who did it. And this was broad daylight, bros. Broad daylight. So, turning down my sound so I can actually pay attention. All right, so here's what happened. Officials said the robbery began at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, so just yesterday, when 4 thieves arrived at a southern corner of the Louvre with an electric ladder mounted on a truck. This is apparently the ladder here. 2 of them, wearing yellow safety vests, rode the ladder to the museum's second-floor Apollo Gallery, which houses France's collection of crown jewels. And crown jewels is jewelry that has belonged to French royals over the past centuries. Working 30 minutes after the Louvre had opened, the 2 masked thieves used power tools to break through a window at 9:34 a.m. Laure Becot, the Paris prosecutor, told the BFM TV channel that the thieves who entered the gallery did not appear to be armed, but that they had threatened 5 of the museum's security guards who were nearby. So there were people in there. The guards quickly evacuated visitors who were already there. That's what you get for going to the museum early. The thieves cut into 2 display cases and grabbed some jewels before quickly exiting through the broken window. They tried to burn the bucket of the electric ladder that had carried them aloft and then fled on motorcycles. By 9:38, they were gone. 4 minutes. This feels like the rise of like a supervillain is about to happen. Here's what they took. 8 precious pieces of jewelry. Is it going to show it? Oh, stupid. All right, then we'll just stay here. Including a royal sapphire tiara, a necklace and matching earring, a royal emerald necklace and its matching earrings, and a tiara and a brooch worn by Empress Eugénie, the wife of Napoleon III, France's 19th century ruler. But they dropped a 9th item, which the authorities recovered later. Empress Eugénie's crown, which features 1,354 diamonds, 1,136 rose-cut diamonds, and 56 emeralds. And I do have a picture of it. Are they gonna show it? Yeah, look at this shit. These motherfuckers broke this. Look at this shit. I mean, the diamonds were definitely stolen from Africa. Like, this is absolutely just covered in blood diamonds, but ooh, the emeralds are so pretty. So, yeah, that did not get stolen, but it did get broken. Let's see. Oh, this is one of the things that was stolen, this decorative bow here, which is really pretty. It's a tragedy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, I feel like there was another piece. Okay. Where's the last little piece? Oh, are there any leads? No. But other museums have also been targeted lately. In September, thieves using a blowtorch and power tools stole nuggets of raw gold worth about $700,000 from the National Museum of Natural History, a few subway stops from the Louvre in Paris. That same month, in Limoges, which is another city in France, 2 porcelain dishes and a vase worth about 9.5 million euros, or $11 million, were stolen from the Adrien Dubouchet National Museum. And in 2024, so last year, thieves stole elaborate snuff boxes from the Cognac J Museum in Paris. So Paris is like a hotbed for heists, museum heists specifically right now. They did say they think that it's organized crime that's responsible for it, but they haven't said more than that. And they're really worried. A private collector could have ordered the theft. Criminals could also dismantle and sell or reuse the precious stones, pearls, and metals in the jewelry. So I think that's one of the, obviously they're worried that it's missing, but they're also worried that like these antique items, historical like artifacts are going to be dismantled and sold. So yeah, that's happening in Paris right now. The fact that they were able to accomplish that in broad daylight, it doesn't look good for the security system at the Louvre, for sure. Truly, truly insane. And I don't know how I feel about it because, like I said, a lot of that jewelry was stolen from Africa in a lot of different ways. So we'll see. I bet I know who did it. Was it Carmen Sandiego?
And she's also gay.
Habanero Sriracha just gave $20. France can't protect their crown jewels. Neither can Twitch.
Got him. Oh, why isn't it not showing your full name there? Oh, maybe I can do this. Okay. Hang on. Make this a little bigger. Okay. Whoa, that's really big. Okay, let's do that. I did it. Carmen! Carmen Sandiego in chat. Carmen Sandiego in chat. So that's the story out of France. I mean, just wild, wild stuff. Thank you, Habanero. Love you. Hope your Mariners are doing well. I don't follow baseball, so. Roasted Dan Clancy and France. Holler. Carmen has confessed. Lock her up, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. Wait! Why did Habanero say shut up? Oh, sorry. Sorry, not jinxing anything. Not jinxing anything. I don't know a thing. Please don't be mad at me. I'm not talking. Shh. You be quiet. Shut up. Shh. God. Okay. Now we just have some, well, should we do like the Hasan dog collar wound thing? Like, I don't even want to show it. I think we can just talk about it for a second. It doesn't look great. It definitely looks like a collar rubbed a part of the poor dog's neck raw, right? It's like this, it's like a quarter-sized open wound right under the dog collar. And what I noticed before I even noticed the open sore was that the dog's like skin was puckering. Like you can see that like it was being pinched, like his skin was being pinched by the collar and how tight it was. I now get fed women's basketball content on YouTube. Yes! I'm sorry if that's my fault. Except I'm not sorry. Everyone should watch women's basketball. But yeah, obviously it looked really bad. And this is what happens when you don't just own up to the fact that you probably used a shock on your dog. Like it's so strange because he like telegraphs all of this like confidence, this arrogance, right? About like how he's right and everything he does is right and he's never wrong. But man, he just crumbles when he thinks he's going to get shit on by his audience. Right? Because if he had just stood his ground and been like, yeah, so what? I use a shock collar. Who fucking cares? He still would have lost people, but I think a lot of his fans would have been like, hey, at least he's honest. Because that's exactly what people say about fucking Trump. I did think that the bringing him to the protest was insane. Bringing her to the protest. Specifically, not even because the protest would have been violent, because I don't know. I mean, they were pretty peaceful protests, right? As most protests are. But the fact that he's such a public figure, I imagine there were a lot of people, a lot of strangers, like running up, screaming, asking for pictures, touching him. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen it. We've seen him live streaming at protests and in other public events before. And people just come at him really fast and loud. On top of the loudness of, like, a protest in general, right? Like we took our little teeny dog to a very, very chill protest on Saturday. And we had her like in our little baby carriage, and we specifically like took her away from the road where everyone was like beeping and honking and screaming, right? And like just took her over on the grass. Like, I don't know. Seeing him with that dog just like in the fray seemed very, very weird. So I think I'm just going to like tell myself he's a terrible dog owner. In my opinion, he's not a good dog owner. He doesn't even seem to like the dog very much. It's more about, this is a thing I can control. This is an extension of me. And what it says about me is like the most important thing, right? And yeah, because we can't relitigate it. You know what I mean? We can't relitigate it. We've seen all of the clips. We've seen all of the times that he's been weird to her in his little room. We've seen the other dog being pulled by a tail. We've seen this dog now. I don't know if it's the same as the tail pulling dog with, you know, the super tight collar and like the open wound here that he doesn't seem to be concerned about. We've seen all of that. And then we've seen him try to cover for himself, and we've seen all his little friends try to cover for him. What more is there to say? What more is there to say? Yeah, and also for him to say, like, I'm not going to TwitchCon because I'm scared of getting shot. But then he takes his dog to a protest and did he live stream it? That to me, I think, is the most dangerous thing of all, is to live stream in public. Even I don't want to do that. And I am nobody. So yeah, that's all I want to say about that. There really isn't much else. Okay. He went for an hour. He's a millionaire and couldn't get Kaya her own Kevlar vest. Sweet Kaya. I hope it's not as bad as that seemed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to be true that she's like stuck on that bed all day. But it kind of seemed like it's not very good. Why are none of my Instagram fucking links working? That's really annoying. Oh, I guess we're not doing that. So let's get to the main event here tonight, which I can't believe I've had to do. Since I started my little channel, I have been hearing whispers about my appearance. Specifically, things like this. Is it mean if I say you look like Nicholas DeOrio, but female? I do think you both look similar, to be honest. Could be siblings. Again, about me and Nicholas DeOrio. I'll be honest, I thought the thumbnail was Nicholas DeOrio. To which I said, we are twins separated at birth, like in Big Business. Everyone should watch Big Business. It's one of my favorite movies. These are just from like this week. Okay? These are from this week. This is like stuff that I could just scroll back and find. And so it's got me wondering, do we look similar? Do we look like we're related? Or are we just a couple of fat white people? Because my suspicion is we're just fat white people. Can I be real? I've never seen Nicholas DeOrio in my life. Me neither, until this week when I was like, okay, I finally need to like look this guy up, because I think it would be really funny to do like a side-by-side segment and find out if we look alike. Now I will say, oh yeah, they either say we're siblings or that I should marry him because we look alike, which also seems strange. Fat white people. I'm going to give you all the chance to vote, okay? You guys will get a chance to vote. We're going to do the side-by-side first. Yeah, I had no idea what he looked like. Just the Wiggler. I only knew his little Wiggler guy, right? Now, some context. I recently found out that I am also Italian. I did not know I was Italian because, well, that's a story for Members Podcast or the Members Show. Yeah. So there was some There was some adultery happening in my family, and it turns out I'm 25% Italian, because when I was like, oh, Nicholas DeOrio, like, I'm an Irish bitch. Like, we don't look alike. But now I'm like, maybe we do. I should have a wiggler. Just give me his wiggler with curly hair and glasses. I am a fat white person, but not Italian. New Laura Kate. Well, we're going to find out. Okay, so here we go. Here is the Maury Povich segment we've all been waiting for, that I've been waiting for, that I decided was really, really important and stupid to do. So I've got a couple photos here. Shout out to my mods for sourcing these, and we're gonna scroll through them, and then I'm gonna put the chat up, or maybe I'll do the chat right away. I'm gonna start the chat as soon as I put it up. What's the verdict? America is going to decide. Okay, everyone, you ready? Lock in. Do I look like Nicholas DeOrio? There's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer. Here we go. I like that suspenseful music. Hang on, let me zoom it in just a hair here. All right, I'm gonna start the poll. This is picture number 1 with Keemstar. We try to get the same face. I think our noses are very different. Looking at our eyebrows, hairline. We definitely have the chubby cheeks. But is that enough? Teeth are different. Smile with teeth. Okay, next one. Maybe you're not convinced. Did I start the thing? Yeah. Oh, we got just fat and white is winning. Go back to back. You look so hard here. I can't make my face like him. You voted wrong! Now it's all ruined. I'm trying to do the same thing as this guy. He is very painfully Long Island Italian. Well, I have said he sounds exactly like a girl I dated. I was talking to somebody, I think it was Lana, or maybe just like the mods in general. I was like, where is Nick from? And then I said, he sounds like he's from Long Island. And she was like, I think it's Long Island. I was like, yeah, he sounds exactly like my ex. Okay, here's another one. Little duck lips action. I'm just imagining Nick clicking out to this and being like, what the fuck is happening? Fat white gang, rise up. I don't know. I think our eyes are completely different. Eyebrows are different. Nose is definitely different. I think I definitely have more of a like little Irish nose. Both got a little chinny chin here. Glasses off. Okay. This is so stupid. Could be second cousins. Okay. Maybe my dad took a trip to Long Island one time. Cheeks are very different. Okay, okay. All right. I think there's one. Is there one more? Yep. Oh, there's one more. Okay. Lock in your votes. Okay, here's the last one. Now tell me. Tell me if we look alike. Did you vote too early? Exactly. Which side is Gwam and which side is Nick? Oh my god. That one sold it. Okay, now I see it. Has Papa Gut done the AI kiss video between you two yet? No, I do not want that. Show us your earlobes? Okay. Ah! This is getting really serious. All right, earlobes. Oh, we definitely have different ears. Can you see? I can't see if you can see. Mine are detached. It looks like his are attached. That's a genetic thing, right? Why can I not see you guys this way, but I can see you this way? That feels concerning. Maybe I can't turn my neck as much that way. Here. I think we have different ears. Ears look similar! I like yours better. Oh my god. Ear fetish in chat. Different ears confirmed. Okay. This is like some CSI shit. I need a hat. I don't have a hat! I don't have a hat. You are not related. We are not related. Okay. All right, well, let's see what the results say. Wow, it's honestly much closer than I hoped. 57% of you think that we're both just fat and white, but 42% of you, 58% fat and white, 42% of you think that we look alike. My hair is eating down. Thank you. Nick could never. Nick could fucking never. So yeah, can you go blonde for a sec? Yeah. Like in The Craft when she goes, if you said you were related, I wouldn't be surprised. Is it because we're fat though? Fatness is a little genetic though.
She's so funny.
Taylor Caniglia just gave $1.99. You are not the father's child.
Thank you, Taylor. I trust you because you have an Italian last name. I voted before I saw the earlobes. I'm so sorry. Wait. So does that mean what did you vote for, Miss Mermaid? White people all look alike. It's true. Okay, so bad poll because you both look alike because you're fat and white. No, but like, is there more to it than just that? Oh my god. Deej just sent me all of these available domains. Does girl with a microphone look like NicholasDeOrio.com? Fucking stupid. You guys are fucking stupid. The only similarities that I could see, cheeks and chin could be attributed to being fat and white, so I voted no, not alike. Thank you. I think so. I have good cheekbones. I think I have better cheekbones than him. They're in there somewhere. But I do have high cheekbones here. I don't think he has those. I think I have a more pronounced chin than him, too. I have a very serious chin. This is fun. I'm glad I stayed awake. Thank you, Warpixel. Shout out to you. One more time. One more time for the cheap seats. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. I think we both just look fat and white. You know what I mean? He's got a more protruding forehead. Yeah, he's got more of like an overhang, you think? He has very straight eyebrows. I think I look the most like this one.
She's so funny.
Kabu just gave $1.99. 2 Craft references
Show the
in 1
earlobe.
week. I'm among my people.
I love The Craft. I just watched it last week. These are my earlobes. I showed my earlobes. I'm also very weirded out that I can look this way, but not this way. Maybe I'm just turning my head too much the other way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. I'm like looking over here like an idiot. Squint your eyes, turn your head to the side, vote again. Do you see him? Your forehead, I love this. Everyone's doing like, what is it called? Like physiognomy. Your forehead is flatter than his and your cheeks are different. Plus your eyes fold differently and the eyebrows are sort of alike, but I don't know. I guess we could be cuzzies. Phrenology, that's what it is. I repeat, no earlobes for free. Yeah, perverts. You fucking perverts. All right, I'm going to be really mad because I pulled a bunch of silly videos for us to watch before we watch the movie. Oh yeah, it's all gone. That's really fucking stupid and mean. Do you think he knows we are doing this? I hope not. Everything is different except chubby cheeks. Thank you. Not one of you have said you're way hotter than him. So, mods, fucking ban them all. It always goes back to the skulls. Oh, I love ContraPoints. It's never obvious. I always want to hear it. Thank you, Cup of Soup. You can stay. Tara can stay. Thank you, Lester. Lester can stay. Please objectify me. Thank you, Fleck. Fleck can stay. No one likes the Captain Obvious. When it's about me being pretty. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I would have said you're hotter, but you're my boss, and it would be inappropriate. Listen, you're a volunteer. Oh my God, thank you so much. Stop, stop, stop. Please. Oldest child with a desperate need for attention. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so that's the show tonight. But stick around. I am going to go switch the stream over, and we're going to watch a scary movie together, because The House on Haunted Hill from 1959 is spooky and campy, and it's in the public domain. So we are going to go do that. Okay, grab a snack, grab your popcorn for the movie, whatever little chocolates or whatever you have. I'm gonna get some apple cider. Hell yeah, we got some from the cider mill this weekend, and I will be back. I'm gonna do a redirect, which I think should be hooked up, and we will see you over. I love Alfred Hitchcock. Unfortunately, his stuff is not in the public domain. Yeah, so stay tuned. The new link will be in chat. Bye.